Sarah was the daughter of Mr. Williams, a billionaire businessman whose wealth stretched across oil, real estate, and politics. She had studied international relations at Oxford and returned home to Nigeria with beauty, class, and ambition. To many, she was destined for a husband from the elite circle of her father's friends, but fate had other plans. That day, as Sarah's car broke down on the outskirts of the city, a mechanic named David appeared. He had no house of his own and slept in his workshop. But he was sincere, humble, and carried a quiet strength that captured her heart. From that day, their lives intertwined. Sarah began visiting him, bringing food, clothes, and even books. What she saw was not poverty, but potential. When Sarah introduced David to her parents, her mother almost fainted. "A mechanic from the gutter, this is a disgrace," she cried. But her father surprised everyone. "If he's a man of integrity, I will help him stand." And true to his word, Mr. Williams gave David financial support to start a proper auto diagnostic center. A year later, Sarah and David married. Business was moving, but slowly. Bills piled up, and Sarah, now pregnant, stayed home to care for the family. David's heart grew heavy. Then, an old friend named Mark appeared with a dangerous suggestion. Mark introduced David to a secret occult group, the Order of the Fire Eye. At first, David resisted, but the temptation of wealth drowned his doubts. Soon, contracts rolled in, cars filled the garage, and luxury became his new life. Sarah, overjoyed, never asked questions. But then, the warning came. "In 3 weeks, there will be a cleansing. Don't eat food cooked by a woman. Don't sleep with your wife. And on the day of the ritual, you must call her name 3 times under the sacred tree." And when David asked why, they replied, "You must sacrifice what you love most, or you will die within 7 days. David's heart trembled. On the cleansing day, he stood under the Iroko tree, sweat dripping down his face. He called Sarah's name once. The second time, thunder shook the ground. The third time, a cold wind blew. At that exact moment, Sarah collapsed in their bedroom and died, pregnant with their first child. David thought he could live with it, but he was wrong. That night, their mirror shattered on its own. Sarah's favorite song played from an unplugged speaker. Her ghost whispered, "Why did you choose them over us?" Everywhere he turned, Sarah's spirit followed. Prophets, herbalists, and occult priests gave him different solutions, but nothing worked. Finally, one told him, "Remarry, only another wife will drive away her spirit." And David, desperate, obeyed. But on his wedding night with Grace, David woke up naked in the middle of a busy highway. Strange shadows tormented him. Grace woke screaming, claw marks across her arms. Money vanished from his accounts. His cars burst into flames. Sarah's spirit was relentless. His contracts disappeared. His occult brothers died mysteriously. With nothing left, David returned to the old workshop where Sarah first met him. One night, a young girl knocked on the shutter and handed him a letter. No name, no stamp. It read, "If love was all you ever had, why did you sell it for gold that burns?" David fell to his knees and wept. No one knows what became of David. Some say he ran mad. Others say he drowned himself. But some whisper that on quiet nights under the Iroko tree, his voice still echoes, calling Sarah's name. Because true love, once betrayed, does not die. It waits, sometimes in tears, sometimes in wrath. If this story gripped your soul, remember, no amount of wealth can replace genuine love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful, interesting stories filled with lessons, twists, and chills. Because sometimes, love is the most dangerous covenant of all.